Guys, come on, bro. Chill. Come on, man. So that was just our live audience here. Now we're here. What is going on? It is Femi, and I'm here with my associate, acquaintance.
You're moving wild right now, bro. Sorry.
Now I'm with my boy Nick. What's goody?
Hey, what's happening, my man? How you been?
I'm chilling. Blessed right now, bro.
Wearing my shirt and that, but it's crazy.
It's not your shirt. This is yo. How do you steal something from Freddie and then call it yours?
Because Freddie gave it to me, so that's
he didn't give it to you. He still wants it.
Are you sure?
When he saw it on me, he's like, "Why are you wearing my shirt?"
Did he say that?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's meant to belong to me. That's
why you're wearing my shirt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Anyway, so what we're saying right now is it's saying about Nick or whose shirt it is. It's about someone that's a lot more talented than Nick.
Nah, come on. You see, it's in a frame, man. You hear this guy, bro. I'm trying to promote a message of positivity, and this guy just taking his shots 40 seconds in. Chill, man.
Yo,
I apologize to the audience.
I'm trying to magnify I'm trying to magnify your talents, but 0 times a million is still 0. It's still 0. No. I'm taking that. You know what? I'm gonna let you do it.
You already did it.
You did the intro. It's all good.
Nah, come on. You know I did the outro.
What outro?
The outro. Let's go. Come on,
look, man. This is someone that we know for a while. And if you're in Sydney, you definitely know who this is. Right? And it's someone that we've been really, really fortunate to be under his smooth voice at 3 a.m.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah. It is so crazy right now, man. Like, we are here with the one and only recording artist formerly known as Mr. Real Change. What's good, bro?
What's happening, fellas? Thank you for that lengthy intro, man. I think I need you guys to follow me around. I need you guys to hype me up everywhere I go, bro. This is crazy. I've never been hyped up like on my own. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's what we're here to do, bro. That's what we're here to do, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's happening, man, bro? Long time, bro. How you been?
Man, I've been blessed, man. I've been just chilling, just working on music, trying to just, get on with this whole journey, this new journey, I guess, that God has, given me, bro. Yeah, man. So, it's been great. It's been really great. So just trying to just do this thing and take it by the hand and run with it.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it, man.
Yeah.
I love that, man. And I think that's cool. And we're going to probably go into a lot of detail about that because I'm interested as well to hear about that journey because,
yes, sir.
Like Femi was saying, bro, at 3 a.m., man, that was us.
Man, I can't believe y'all stayed at 3 a.m., bro. They was holding them by the waist. You guys are too much.
Nah. And then to see you go through this change, bro, like it's crazy. And I'm interested as well, man. So give us a bit of an update, man. Like what's kind of, firstly, so the listeners that be able to understand a little bit more, tell them about where you're at, where you were at, and where you're at now and what kind of like journey you're going through.
Yes, sir. So I would say my journey is more spiritual than anything else. I guess I've always been, a holy man of God, but you as a holy man, you kind of lose your way. You get blinded by things, and you try and not conform to the rest of the world, but you end up getting stuck in it. So I went through a lot of challenges mentally, physically, spiritually, and I felt like God was saying to me, it's time to wake up, and take this whole thing by the hand, which we call life, and just run with it and try and create opportunities, not just for yourself, but for the people around you and people who you haven't met yet, I guess, in a sense. So right now, man, it's just all about the music, just about putting God first and just, really taking this thing, like I said, by the hand and just running with it.
Yeah, so a little bit more context, right? Because, like, if people don't know, you were probably, I'm not going to say probably, you were the biggest MC in Sydney, hands down. If you heard Rocket Mike was rocking the mic, 2 tickets, please.
Well, you're lucky. If I was white right now, I'd be blushing, bro. I'm telling you.
But it's crazy because you also went along like some of the biggest artists that we know internationally, like Tyga, Lil Wayne. Like, it's been crazy, bro. So, like, bro, I'm interested because now you're not doing it as much anymore.
I don't do it at all, period. Yeah.
Which is massive, right? Like to me, like if I'm doing that and I have this, I'm standing with all these big guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not letting this shit go. You crazy?
Especially if the bag coming in right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If the bag coming in right, you definitely You feel like, bro, mom, like give it up, nah.
You gonna pay these bills, mom?
So let go of that, like, bro, like give us a bit of a context. Like what something must have happened that's massive. To
bro. Like I was in a amazing place. I started emceeing at 18 years old. I guess I started peaking at 21. I was doing like every club in Sydney, getting flown around Australia, hosting big names like Tyga, Bow Wow, YMCMB, you know, just a whole bunch of everyone, you know what I mean? Just like even like ASAP Ferg, all of that, bro. So I was at the highest point of my career, but I just, like I said, man, I just lost my way with all the lights and all the glamours of the world, and man, I fell into a deep hole. I became depressed, and I started, you know, just using drugs, and you know, just doing what a man in that industry kind of does. You feel me? Like especially in that nightlife when you're emceeing for we start at 11, finish at 3. You know, you need something to keep you going. You know, at first it was just like a social thing, and you know, but it became like this thing where I didn't depend on it, but it was just happening frequently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Especially like if that's part of your job, like every weekend or something like that, like you're always exposed to those kind of things.
Yes,
so
sir.
like, I can imagine how challenging that would have been. So like at what point did you realize like, okay, this is getting a bit too excessive and it's time for me to kind of break out of it?
Yeah, man, I started losing my mind. Like there would be times where I found myself like not going home for days, and we'd just be partying. We'd just be in a hotel room with my mate or a female or something like that. And them females, bro. I'm telling you, man. And like you're there, you're second day in, and just like, bro, what are you actually doing? You start tripping out. Like there's been times where I've actually tripped out and not being able to breathe and felt like I was actually dying. You know what I mean? It happened to me a couple of times, and I was just like, oh nah, you know, I'm gonna let this one slide, you know? This might be the last time, but I'm gonna let this one slide. And then you find yourself doing it again the next week and the next week until that same thing happens again. And it was just an ongoing thing for me. You know what I mean? I feel like it was a norm. Sometimes we'd be doing it on a Tuesday, just at the studio or something like that, smoking weed and all of that stuff. And man, it like I said, it just took me by the hand, bro. That actually took me by the hand and threw me into a hole. And like, I just felt like I was just empty. I felt like I had nothing to live for. You know, I started thinking about suicide and, you know, whatnot. And then like during the time that you're high and you have all those people around you, when everyone's gone, there's no one there with you, you know, and you feel so alone, bro. It's pretty much just you and God, you know.
So I want to take a step back into like, I want to delve deeper into like what your life was really like in that nightlife, because a lot of people go there and they see the lights and glamour and they envy it, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, yo, man, I want to be a pro, I want to be a DJ, I want to be whatever it is. Yeah. And we've heard this story so many times about people that have come in there and that nightlife and that scene has taken them.
Yes, sir.
So I want to talk a little bit about that. Like, what is it? Like, what is so toxic about it? What's like, talk about the fake love. Is it fake love? Is it real love? Is it, what are the people like? What was your life like?
I think it's a lot of, you just don't see it from the start. From the get-go, you think it's all fun, it's all games, you know what I mean? Everyone loves you. I had a whole bunch of friends like, you know, coming into the club, hey, bro, this rock my, you know, left, right, and center, everybody be calling your name, you know what I mean? And I remember like the girl I was with, she was like, you know, all these friends that you got, they're not gonna be around forever, man. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You gotta really check your circle when you're in that industry and who you're surrounding yourself with, because at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, they're not gonna be there. The only people that are gonna be there is your family. And I think I kind of learned that the hard way, because like when you're up there, bro, everything seems like it's going so well, but then when the lights turn off, it's a wrap, bro. Like it's a wrap, man. Your demons come and attack you, and you know, you just feel like you're just, you know, like it's just taking me down memory lane, man. This is crazy, bro. It just feels like I don't know the feeling. Have you ever felt like you've been lost You know what I mean? Just lost mentally, bro. You just don't know what is going around you. You know, days after you have your benders and whatnot, bro. It's tough.
Like you're in a room full of people and you still feel so alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a bar I should write down in one of my new tracks, bro.
Yeah. Copyright. 50% commission.
Yeah, man. But
it's real shit, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's real shit. Because I hear it so many times, man. It's like something that like we've seen personally. Like we know a lot of people that are in that industry, and we know a lot of people that have been doing that shit. And it's so many times where it's like you said, they're like, everyone's like, yo, this guy's got it.
Yeah.
You walk in, he's the guy. On Instagram, he's got 10,000 followers. On this, you know, he's got all of this shit.
Yeah.
Free drinks to everybody. He's the man. He's the man. He's the man.
Yeah.
But he's the guy that committed suicide like 3 years ago. And it's a really crazy story. There's a person, I won't say any names or whatever, out of respect for him and his family or whatever. Yeah. But like, he was a really, really well-known artist, whatever, producer, MC, whatever. He was just the guy in the clubbing scene. I don't know what his actual job was. Yeah. But you know those guys that's just like, when it comes to clubbing, he was the man.
He was the guy.
He was the man. Anyway, he got into a situation that just tipped him over the edge. He was already really, really low in terms of like, just like what you were saying. He got into a situation that a normal not normal person, but normally for the person that I knew before he got into this thing, he would have been able to handle it.
Yes, sir.
But as soon as that shit happened, he committed suicide.
Damn.
Yeah, killed himself, man.
You know what that is? It's like people go through that and don't know what to do. Because why? For me, it's a lack of faith. You feel me? Like if it wasn't for my faith and having that spiritual connection, you know, with a higher power, which being God, then I would have threw my life away. It's the same way you're talking about, bro. And it's unfortunate that sometimes, and this is why I'm doing this whole music thing. It's faith-based, man. You know what I mean? It's to tell my story through music and touch the lives of people that I don't even know, but I can see that they're going through something. You know what I mean? This is the whole reason why God took me out of that whole nightlife scene, because I could still be doing it. I could still be made. Like, it was just last year that I quit. You feel me? And just off camera, we're talking about how much I was making, and the bag's good. You know what I mean? The bag's good. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot for somebody to be able to withstand suicide. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I'm telling you, because like on some real shit, like I've been there, man. Like on some real shit. Like I remember there was a time when I was like 20 years old or whatever it was. I was going through the hardest time of my life. I had a lot of shit that was happening. I had like, in 1 year, like 3 or 4 of my closest, like people that are really, really close to me died. Suicide or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In 1 year. And I didn't tell anybody. Like I was just on my own on that shit. And then, and it was so crazy, that pain and that pull to really, really, like you're having those really, really deep conversations with yourself about like, shit, what am I actually doing?
But that's me every day, to be honest. I got to check myself every day. You feel me?
Yeah. And it's a real thing. I feel like a lot of people actually go through that, but they're just lost, like with no guidance, no substance, just feel like what I'm doing is just in vain. Like it's nothing. And we were talking about it in one of our previous episodes about like, you know, you're doing something that you love, like you think it's your purpose, you think it's what you're here to do. There's so much success, there's all these external things that I glorify in what you're doing, but deep down, you know, like this doesn't mean shit. But you still love it though. Like there's still a connection there. So I want to ask you, like, what do you do, like, when you love something but you know it's not serving you? How do you make that decision within to let it go?
Yeah, man. I don't hate to say this, but I just tie it back to my faith, bro. Like, I have to pray about it. Sometimes you don't hear the answers, but you just have to put your trust and faith in God that He will provide you with the right answers. You know what I mean? Because you cannot do anything on your own strength. You know what I mean? Like, you have to rely from the strength above what I do in order for me to keep pushing and to keep going, especially with this whole music thing, because it's so new and you're checking yourself. You're like, damn, I'm not really getting the same amount of numbers that, you know, Manu's getting or Bless is getting or all these up and coming artists are getting. Like, you're just like, damn, is this all for nothing or is this for a bigger purpose? And so that's what keeps driving me every day. Like this, bro, even yesterday, I'm like, damn, my laptop is stuffed. It's not working. I need a new laptop. I can't record myself. Lord, is this what I'm meant to be doing? You know what I mean? And that simple thing from getting your laptop, not not being able to respond or work properly can just throw you off. Bro.
Real shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's so crazy. Yeah, honestly though. But I want to talk. So you've got that new song "Respect" out,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And that "Respect" is about it's about your journey and your new like kind of renaissance.
Yes, sir. I like that renaissance.
Yes,
That should be a song title.
because it's your revival, man. So
Yes,
everybody
sir.
knew you as one person.
Yep.
And now Rock and Mike is completely rebranded as this new artist that's so different.
Yeah.
It's so different. So talk to me about what is Respect? What is your new artist? Like what's your new brand?
Respect, change is just having respect for himself as a human being in this world we live in. You know, like the reason everyone used to say, bro, you changed his name so much and so many times, and I was just like, bro, damn, like it's for real. Like the only reason why I had to rebrand so much was because I didn't know who I was. I had no identity. Even though Rock and Mike was this big brand thing, I just still felt victimized to, you know, all the pressures of society, you know, from that name and from being that person. And it's kind of like an alter ego for me, bro. Now that everybody talks about it, it's something that I don't really want to be associated with because of what I used to get involved with.
Yeah.
But for me, bro, the reason why I call myself Change is because I just needed to change the people around me. You know, the people I was influenced by. I need to change myself as a human being, my appearance, like, you know, just how I portray myself as a godly man. You know what I mean? And that's where the whole name Change inspired from, I guess.
So the contrast is huge, right?
Yes, sir.
From the artist formerly known as Rock and Mike to you right now. And like the people, the environments are completely different.
Yeah.
I want to just touch back on what Nick said. Like, how did you actually sever those ties and stop from having 100,000, you know, baddies or
100,000 is deep.
you had everyone, like you had a lot of people, because like I feel people don't really deep it, bro. But you actually no dick riding shit. Like you were, no, but you were the man in this thing. You were really the man.
And
so
even up
like,
to that point as well, like people on like social media and stuff, like they envy those people. Like they lust for like, I want that. I want all that attention. I want all
Hey,
that.
let me tell you something. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. If you're not making money from it, bro, if you're not feeding your family, if you're not, you know, investing into something for your future, man, the likes and Instagram followers and the fame and the likes, bro, it means nothing.
yeah.
Telling you, it means nothing. And people get caught up with that.
Exactly.
So how did you cut that? How did you cut those people off? Because
How did I cut those ties, man? I just had to really just shut everyone out.
Yeah.
Shut everyone out. When I found myself in a hole, I only had one person to rely on aside from my mother, and that was God. I had to spend time with God, read my Bible, meditate, pray for God to give me answers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cutting ties from a relationship is so difficult. Imagine trying to break up with your girlfriend, like that you've been with like for like 4 years. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? You might get backlash from me. You start thinking, oh, this person might go and say something to this person. The story might change. They might say she broke up with me. You know what I mean? You start thinking about all these things, but you just gotta sit down and just let it go. You know what I mean? If you want to succeed and move forward in life, you have to cut things from your life. You know what I mean? That are holding you back. Yeah. And as a human being, you need to understand these things.
Yeah. Was there anybody in particular that was like, you don't have to do don't name names. But like, was there anybody that was like actually close to you? Because it's hard, like it's hard for all the like the groupies that you see on a daily basis. But on a real like someone close to you that you have to be like, nah, man, no names, or even if you do, you know, we got that.
This nigga just likes pressing that thing. Oh man. Oh man, this is heavy.
We're waiting.
No, what a question, man.
Nah, but like you don't have to say names. But like, was there ever was there a scenario that you had to specifically break up with somebody that was close to you?
Break up with somebody or just let somebody
Yes,
go?
let somebody go.
Yeah. Man, like I said, man, man, there's this scripture in the Bible, man. Don't quote, don't judge me if I'm wrong. It's like friends with the world is friends with the enemy, or something like that. I don't know where it is. I need to find that. You know what I mean? It's like you just there's so many people I could name, like, because I don't really have many friends, bro.
Yeah,
I don't really have many friends or people I can call up like at 3 a.m. and say, yo, Charlie, I'm stuck. I need $100,000, bro. Can you wire to me right now? You know what I mean? There's only a few people now, which is good, but like,
I can give you $100,000 at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I mean,
send me that number.
Man, you're looking at one right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like there's so many people, bro. Just people in the scene. You know what I mean? People who I was associating myself with out of the scene, and like, you know, there was a time when I was like, bro, I can't even telling y'all this. No filter, right?
No filter, man.
There was a time when I was actually, because I was doing coke, right?
Yeah,
and I was getting obviously we needed it for cheap. You know what I mean? Like because that thing isn't cheap. It's expensive,
of course.
You know what I mean? You're looking at $300, $250 to $300. You know what I mean? For the good stuff, at least. And there was a time where I was actually doing deliveries, bro. Dropping off to like people in like Macquarie Links, like doctors, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That were getting on this thing every Friday night. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so I've been around that whole negative side of society when it comes to drugs and, you know, women and stuff like that. I think it all ties in, and it just became a disaster, bro. It just became a disaster and blew back in my face. So anything and everything that I, you know, had ties to that were involved in that, I just had to cut it.
Yeah.
Because I was losing my mind. You know what I mean? I was losing myself. I was losing my soul. I was looking at myself in the mirror. It's like, man, is there any point in living? You know what I mean? Or what can I do to change my appearance? But change starts with from within. Like, you have to change yourself from within to be able to change who you are entirely as a human being. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Bro, like, honestly, like that's amazing, man. Like, I think that like a lot of people don't really deep that, and I think that a lot of people have that inner dialogue with themselves. Like, you ask themselves those real serious questions, because a lot of the times we live our life and we just bullshit ourselves. We're just like, you know, ask ourselves superficial questions that have no substance, or we don't ask ourselves. We try to avoid the real questions that we feel inside is there, but we're like, oh, let's just push it down a little bit because I'm not ready to address that right now.
Yes, sir.
And I think that what I like from your story and the change and even the name change, it just shows that we constantly evolve. We're constantly trying to improve and work on ourselves. And I think like that's just your story is just a massive testament to that, man. And I really think that's hectic, man.
Yeah.
So like, what's the, like, now that you're in this stage now, you're through that phase of like, you know, evolving, changing.
Yeah.
What do you see for yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years? Next 5 years, man. I have a massive goal I want to achieve, but I don't want to say that right now. And it's got to do with doing something back at home in like Ghana. You know what I mean? Just helping the youth, helping the kids. But I guess doing this whole music thing, putting out good music, setting up other young artists as well, who I feel like is ready to, you know, put out a good message, because that's what it's all about: having a good message, having the right image, having the right brand, and just doing good music, man.
Yeah.
And you know, just networking and trying to build, you know, this whole empire that I have in my mind. You know, I want to say it, but
no, don't say it.
Yeah, I want to be honest and say it, but I don't want to say too much. But yeah, man, I got, hopefully in 5 years, I don't plan on being in Australia.
Dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I plan on whether it's in Ghana or some sort of African nation, bro. That's where I see myself.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to the capital of Africa, Nigeria? Like, have you considered that?
You know that place, bro, that they can't even make jollof right, man. They can't even make jollof right.
And on that note, thank you for coming to the interview. This will never be aired. Nah, that's dope. So do you go to, like, just to take a aside of this interview?
Yes, sir.
Do you go to Ghana often? Like, do you go to?
Honestly, I've been back like 4 times.
Dope.
I'm pretty sure off the top of my head. The last time I was there was like 3 years ago.
Dope.
And we did that whole Afrochella thing. That was a different experience. It was like
Afrochella
is like this. It's like the Coachella of Ghana. pretty much, which was dope. So you had a lot of big names, like even rest in peace Ebony. She was there. I don't know if you guys know Ebony, the Ghanaian singer that passed away. Oh, you guys don't know her? No. Oh, CHANJE Nigerians, man. They be laughing, bro. They claim they got the best music, but they don't know.
We don't need to go outside. We got everything in Nigeria.
Typical Nigerians, man. Typical Nigerians, man. But yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of big names like King Promise and, you know, all of these big artists that you grow up listening to. So that was a different experience for me, and having to go there and MC. You know, yeah, I MC'd that, bro. It was crazy. It was a vibe.
I thought you just went there.
Yeah, no. I saw it on Instagram. I was like, man, I want to be there this time. Let me hit these guys up and see what they said. You know, I didn't get paid for it, but I got a whole bunch of tickets, like, and just gave it to a whole bunch of people from Australia, which was sick. Yeah. But yeah, they asked me to come back again, but I didn't go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a dope experience, like being on stage in front of your home people and just bringing your energy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, quickly. Talk to me about, we're going to switch it to serious topic again?
No. I was going to keep talking about this. All right, go.
No, you go. Ask your question.
My one's just going to be like, are you like, what's your connection to your Ghanaian side? Like, how close are you to like your culture and all that kind of stuff?
I can speak Chi, Charlie.
Can you?
Yeah, man, fluent.
So you're close to your Ghanaian side. So like, is that like a really, really big part of your life? Because I feel like I can only speak for the Sydney community. Nigeria is a bit divided in terms of like,
I think all Africa. And all African.
You think so? I feel like Ghanaians, you guys love each other, man. You guys are always hugging each other. Chale.
You gotta talk to some people's moms, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like, we were all one community, bro. Like, we were one community growing up. I remember everybody went to the same church. And it's crazy to say
Living Word. Shout out to Living Word.
Living Word.
Yeah, Living Word Center. Shout out. Did you go there as well?
LW. What is that? Living Word.
LWWC.
Yeah, LWWC. There you go. It started in Sefton.
Yeah,
it started in Sefton, bro. You know what I mean? It started in Sefton.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a long time ago. I remember that.
Yeah, Charlie. It started in Sefton, and we moved to Maryland, and then this is funny. The church divided because people wanted to have like an English service and a tree service, and that became messy, bro.
Yeah,
that became, instead of worshiping one God under one roof, you guys want to split. All right, fair enough, but still work together. In order to make it, you know, somewhere we can worship in peace. You know what I mean? And from there, bro, I think someone said something or someone's mom said something, and it was a rap, bro. And then it was like from one church, 20 churches, bro.
100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know.
Sure. Yeah, I went to the first church when I came to Australia was Living Word Center.
Yeah.
So it's like back in the day, Living Word was the African church.
Yeah, that was
the church. So it's sad to see it the way that it's come now. Like now, all Nigerians are now from the Nigerian side. Now there's 100 churches from the Nigerian side.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's crazy now.
And this person says something about this church that he's using the money for this.
Yeah, that was a big thing, man.
But it's too much, bro. That shit too much.
But yeah, you were gonna say some real shit.
I was gonna say some real shit. Now I forgot my question.
Cool. Back to the Ghana.
Yeah, G-H represent. You already know that your love smelling good.
So let's ask a real question. Why is Ghana so trash?
Yo, I need Rich Ammerboy here, right, Charlie? I need that nigga done send me, man. I need to tell him what they talking, Charlie. That boy Kwame, these niggas be talking some trash, bro. Fire out, bro.
Nah.
Have you ever been, bro?
To Ghana?
Yeah. How many times have you been to Nigeria?
Look, that's an important question.
You should have added that leg. You should have added that Nigerian leg to that freaking amazing race. Yeah.
I'm stressed. You're stressed.
Moving on.
Yeah, bro. Now, but you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You see why Ghana is so good?
What? Why I don't?
I need glasses.
You see why Ghana is so good?
Go on,
Let me tell you why.
Tell me.
You see all these artists coming from America to Ghana. You don't see that? Cardi B.
What about them?
What about the guys that come to Nigeria?
No one going to Lagos.
Who went to Nigeria? Show me.
Oh, yo, Chris Brown went to Nigeria before this.
In Nigeria. You saw that.
Nigga. Y'all are lying, bro.
And he did a video clip in Nigeria.
Yeah, y'all know Cardi B was like, this the year of the kebab, bro. She named that, and that was like a trending thing,
and
bro.
now what, bro? Cardi B is just chilling with Offset, bro, doing nothing. Not representing that anymore. So.
But the biggest African artist right now is who? It's got to be Burna Boy.
Boy. Nah,
even if it's not Burna Boy, Wizkid.
Nah, yeah. Look, Burna Boy is definitely leading the pack.
He's killing it.
You know, but then you have your local greats like Sarkodie who can rap.
Come
on,
out to Sarkodie. No, all jokes, like all beef aside, Sarkodie's hard. He's hard.
Bro, that guy, you know, he always comes correct on the track.
Yeah, he's hard. You know Sarkodie.
Nick is lost, bro. Come on, educate your brother. Educate your brother.
The Zonto nigga from back in the day.
Oh,
educate your
he's still coming back hard.
Bro, that nigga's got bars. Like all jokes aside, he's actually got bars.
And then you got like people like what's that guy's name? Charlie, man's not hot. Yo, you get me, bro? That guy's Ghanaian, isn't it?
Yeah, I was disappointed. I was burnt out.
He's actually very good.
Yeah, it was very good. That's what I said. Charlie, I was like,
and you know, like there's a funny thing. Nigerians hate Ghanaians, but they love to use Charlie. And they love to use Charlie. Nah, bro.
They use Oga. Tell me two Nigerians that use that.
Dave's.
That's so funny.
Davidson Christian, bro.
So how's the music scene looking like in Australia right now? So from you, now that you've been you've done the nightlife, now you're in the music scene. The music scene doesn't have the reputation for being the most wholesome industry either. Yeah. So how do you handle that? How are you kind of combating that?
Man, I just honestly stick to my own, bro. Like, I just make sure, like I said, I put out the right message, because these days all this music is coming out on them drill beats. You know, it's another topic we can delve into. Like, bro, like
you don't like drill?
I respect the genre. I respect the hustle that these kids are, you know, living by. Yeah. But bruv, like the energy that you're putting into them tracks, bro, is what's getting kids that stabbed on the street. There's 2 people that died, and because they're all about that gang, I'm a stab. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever energy you put out, that's what you're gonna receive. And unfortunately, you see with like 1-4 and stuff. Now they're not allowed to perform, and you know, things like that. It's sad, bro, because they're actually really talented, bro.
Yeah. Seriously,
they're really talented, man. Like, and you know, the thing about that as well is like, bro, the reason why they're so successful is because their community is one. You know what I mean? It's like the Polynesian community is so big, and they all support each other. But like niggas,
nah, I don't like him.
I don't like him. For what reason? I don't like him, man.
He's just talking.
He walked past me and didn't say hi.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't look me in the eye when he shook my hand. Do you know how many times I hear that?
Yeah.
Now he looked at me like, did this.
He did this. Yeah.
But
you know them ones where you shake someone's hand and they like hit your chest real hard?
He hit me, bro.
I didn't like it.
That's crazy. So let me ask you a question then, bro. So like, obviously, you know, like, because drill was like massive here, right, for a stage. Or for a time.
It's still big.
It's still big.
That's every kid is doing drill now.
100%.
Exactly. So then how do you battle then? Because you obviously want to do something that comes from alignment that makes you feel good, but it might not get the same kind of listens.
Exposure,
exactly. So how do you deal with that? Like, you'd be putting out your stuff, maybe 4 or 5 tracks, some of your big tracks, but you know it's not getting anywhere as good as someone. Like, how are you gonna cope with that, or how do you?
Well, that just comes back to just like the whole, like, just staying on course and staying on and knowing what your worth is. You know what I mean, as an artist, and knowing what the message is. It all comes back to the message, bro. You know what I mean? My message is about faith, and just keep pushing through tough times and trials and tribulations and sin, and you know what I mean, all of that stuff, real life stuff that people are gonna end up, I guess, appreciating. It just it takes that one song, bro. For me, it takes, and I feel like I have that one song. I definitely have that one song, and yeah, man, I honestly think that this could like honestly be something that, you know, takes me up there. Whether I become this big artist or not, but I definitely think it'll take me to that next step of influence.
Yeah.
You feel me?
100%.
It doesn't have to be with music.
Yeah. So then we've obviously got this. Sorry, Ferry. Just want to just drill on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because obviously, so obviously you got that one song there. You're like, you know, like even though it might not be, but you now feel like you've kind of put a little bit of like an association with this track that's like, this is the song that I believe is gonna be a game changer. It's gonna make a difference. And then if you drop it and it doesn't,
how do you feel?
Deal with that?
That's a good question. That's a really good question because you just never know until you actually drop it and you experience it. Like my first track, Now You Know, isn't a great track, but it just needed to be done and put out into the world to see how I can improve. And that's where I think with a lot of artists, if your tracks aren't getting the right buzz, I think it's a sign for just to keep going till you find that your audience. It's about building the right audience.
Yeah.
So whenever you do drop a track, they're like, damn. Like nowadays, when Drake drops a track, he doesn't really do much promo. People are hanging for his tracks. You know what I mean? Because he's done the hard yards. You might put out 10 records, and only one might get 5,000 plays, bro.
Yeah.
But if you really love the music and you're really about this whole life, then you keep doing it till you're 80. Bro, you see Jay-Z comes on when he needs to come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see, even just like locally, BY is how he started as an artist from K1. Shout out to K1.
K1. Shout
out Mainstream. Shout out Mainstream. You know what I mean? Someone like him having to go through all the challenges he went through as an artist and only just now getting that recognition that he deserves.
Yeah.
Same as Blessed. You know what I mean? Blessed was signed to Sony. You know what I mean? He's been in the game for a while, but it's only just now that he's doing the numbers because he just kept working at his craft. And you know, it's like Michael Jordan. The nigga didn't make the what was it, high school team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But look what
Look at the Netflix series.
Yeah,
look at it. That's all you need to say. Look at the Netflix series, bro. And that's with everything. It's not just music, bro. You know, a no doesn't mean you're not destined to prosper with what you're doing. You know what I mean? It just means God doesn't have that door open for you right now.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying is so true. And I think that the big message I'm getting from this is that, like, bro, I think people are really hanging for some substance.
Yes, sir.
And when you keep coming out there with substance and something that you really believe in and you don't waver from it, eventually it's going to hit the right wave, bro. It's going to hit the right ear. It's going to hit the right time, and it's going to really, really think. And you've kept it 100. You kept it so solid the whole time that you're going to be ready and prepared for that. Yeah. And I think that's what's dope because you see so many artists are just jumping waves, and they're not able to ever catch it because by the time they try to jump it, it's
gone. Yeah. That's what I feel like it's like with drill. But by the way, you hit the nail on the head with that. That's something that you need to put in your book, cuz
I'm dropping knowledge, man.
That's wisdom, baby. You know, but these youngins that are doing drill and stuff, like I feel like it's just a phase, bro. Like what happens when all the gang stuff stops? And your homeboy's locked up for 10 years, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna be rapping about? You know, how are you gonna be educating this next generation? And that's what's important, bro. It's about empowering the youth, empowering these individuals, you know, to become better, a man or female, a better version of themselves. You know what I mean?
And they're gonna stop caring about your music because the truth is, 100,000 of those young kids are into this gang. 99.9% of them aren't into that shit.
That's what I'm saying. They could be boasting for no reason.
Like, I'm about that,
bro.
And then they grow up. They're like, I'm not trying to stab anybody. Nah. But you went to jail for little Jane in year 11 because she was saying, "You're so hard, man." Again.
Yeah, hard. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it's sad. It's actually sad. It's sad that rappers be rapping about just things that they're not even really doing. And that's the
keep going.
And that's the hardest thing to do as an artist. Like for me, because I come from a faith-based background, and that's what I talk about. It's hard to kind of just keep speaking about that. Yeah. And it's hard to, it makes it harder for me to write because I don't cuss in my tracks. I don't talk about anything that doesn't align with what I believe in, you know, as a human being or an individual or a man of God, you know what I mean? So it takes a lot of time because you might write a line, it might be dope, but just it doesn't hit home.
Yeah.
Like every line you see Drake, bro, he could be like, I went to the store today, and I'll be like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah. And that line will be tatted on some girl's back. Yeah, right. So it's like
That's crazy.
you just want every word to impact whatever it is. If it's like I went to the store today, you just want it to hit home, bro. And
Can we ask you a question that we've never done on this show, bro?
talk to me, bro.
Okay, ready?
This nigga knows the bottom.
Yeah, too long, man.
Can you give us a preview of one track that you got? Like, can you give us a verse?
Club, let's
Give us a verse or
Some bad
something.
things of death. Let's do it right now.
Ready? Yo, get a beat up.
Let me get my phone out.
Yes, sir. Do you want a beat or acapella? What do you want?
I would do a acapella.
I like that.
That's in case I mess up. You know?
I'll tell you right now, the hardest people rap acapella. I'm telling you. People be like, oh, acapella means you can't rap on a beat. Nah, it's the hardest people that can rap acapella. I'm telling you right now. It's hard.
I feel like everyone kind of knew that, but like every time it was acapella, it's like, oh, now you're gonna hit everything that I say.
Because sometimes people are like, I feel like people. Yeah, I feel like that. Some people like try to be like, oh nah, but he can't rap on the beat. He can't rap on the beat. But it's like, nah. It's harder acapella.
It's way harder.
It's so much harder because like if it's
you're
trash, it's like
yeah, if it's trash.
you can't write the you can't write
Like
it.
if 6ix9ine was to do a lot of his tracks a cappella, everyone would actually listen to the band.
What is this nonsense, bro? Even that guy, bro, like he would say something and everyone's like, damn, bro, like, bro, he's not saying anything that's very impactful,
and you know what's
bro.
crazy is because he knows that as well. Like he goes to Breakfast Club, he's like, bro, did you see my moves? I said, get that boob cheese, get that. Like, what is that? It just shows, man. Like, people are just so gullible, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, no disrespect to the average human being, but the average human being is so unaware.
Yeah.
They just listen. They're so silly in real life, and you hear that shit, like, this is hard, bro.
Yeah, this is
He's the hardest in the world.
Yeah.
What world?
Yeah, what?
But like, yeah, we're gonna do something.
I like this.
Some.
I'm so excited, man. I'm gonna get that boy Kwame on next week to be able to compare.
That nigga, bro. I look up to that nigga, bro. Hey, that's my boy. That's my boy, though. That guy. See, I'm not a freestyler. Let's get it straight. I don't freestyle.
Quick frame.
I'm whack, to be honest. But you know, when it comes to writing, my pen game pretty good. It's getting better from the first track to what I'm doing now. It's pretty dope, bro.
Dope.
So we're gonna do it like this. I got a dose up in my system, come and get it. Taste of the holy medicine. Demons always tend to innocent. How to get rid of them? Truth, I buried them. Tell them I'm innocent. Yeah, life is a test and we know. I get my blessings to go. Yeah, Lord, you done bless us some more. Yeah, you keep my victories on go. Yeah, tell me how I'm feeling when I write this. I'm gonna go ahead, copyright this. Yeah, something like that, you know.
That's cold.
Not too.
Yes, sir.
It's nothing too expensive, but you know, nothing too expensive. Just a little thing that I wrote this week, actually.
I like that. That's dope, and I like the. It's
I
actually crazy.
I don't want to give too much.
Let the people buy it.
Yeah, that one's coming. That one's coming as a freestyle. Don't worry about that.
That's hard. I like that, and it's like what you said, bro. Like exactly what you've been saying is consistent with what you just bought.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's dope.
And that's the big thing. Like people actually recognize that. I think a lot of people think that people are dumb. They don't realize whether someone's like faking something or living.
Yeah.
What you just did right there, man. Like crazy alignment.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I like that. That's dope.
That's dope, man.
Right.
I feel like artists have such a big responsibility, man. Like I really feel like a lot of people really idolize you guys and look up to you guys.
Yeah.
And I think that with what you're doing, like a lot of people, like you're really setting the next generation to be on the right path. But to people that you know, like obviously you've been in the industry, been through your experiences, you know that a lot of people glorify the stuff that's not really any substance, or they listen and follow the wave of stuff that is actually going to lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah.
What are some of the messages that you would say to people out there that are really riding that wave and glorifying these people? Like, what are some of the key messages from your learnings?
Those people ain't gonna get you a dime in life. So you best to get off that high horse and follow your own. You know what I mean? Stay true to what you believe in, and don't rely on people's success to get you somewhere. Yeah, they can lend a helping hand, but always remember, like, you're here on your own to build something for yourself and for your family or the people around you. You feel me? Like, I see a lot of people, man. They be like, oh, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like that guy. But bro, that guy probably has been through so much that you don't even know to get to where he is. You know what I mean? So I think having your own identity as a human being is one of the most important things in life.
Love that, man.
Facts, man.
It's so true. Bro.
That's honestly, bro. Like that is so hard. Like I want to just let's leave it at that. that was cold, bro. Because that was cold. Like so many people are very, very brainwashed and they're blurred. The vision is blurry into what the reality of the world is, man.
There's a lot of things that people don't know. I don't know. Like this whole COVID thing. Like, is it really what it is? Like,
that's the whole conspiracy.
You know,
that's the whole thing. And I feel like 100%. Just on the side note, on some conspiracy shit, we might edit this out. Who cares? But on some real shit, I feel like so much in this world is not what it seems, bro. It's like coincidental. Coincidences most of the time they're not actually coincidences. The government's not dumb. Like the government's really be doing some shit.
They will be. There's always a hidden agenda. There's always an agenda of everything. There's always like a secondary agenda. So
but I'm gonna leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Start something.
Oh, you're crazy. I'm not. You should help yourself.
Them keyboard warriors are gonna be out when this airs, bro. Keyboard warriors.
So that's crazy. But man, I think that's what's sick, man. Like I really think that like, we gathered a lot of people that are aspiring, trying to do great things, gonna learn a lot from your experience and your story. So
I mean that's the whole motive, to just learn about, who I am and what I've been through, so you guys don't make the same mistakes. Yeah. And in any way where I can help you or inspire you, let me know. Just hit me up at The Real Change with a J. Don't forget that. Respect is out. You can find it on all platforms. You know what it is: Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, all of that good stuff. Tidal, and
you're on Tidal?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure I am. I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure that distributor covers all that stuff. But man. Yeah.
That's dope. All right, man. Well, we end every episode with a rapid fire because we've learned a lot about you, but we'd want to know you as a person. So we're gonna ask you 5 questions. One word, one sentence max.
1 word, 1 sentence
max. All right. Very first one. What's your favorite movie?
Damn. I have to think about this. Far out. Favorite movie of all time?
Of all time.
I think Friday, bro.
Oh, yeah. First one? Very first one?
First one.
Okay, dope.
I think I know line for line. Like, obviously you have your motivational movies and all of that stuff, but I think Friday for me,
can watch it anytime.
Anytime, any day, bro. Put it on. We on.
Talk to us about your favorite travel destination.
Favorite travel destination was LA.
Oh. Biggie some vibes, man. Yeah, bro. Gotta take that offline, bro.
LA is a vibe.
What is the most important thing in your life? I don't mean phone, electronics, people, pets, just thing, like sentimental thing.
For me, it's just God. That's the most important thing. I put that above my family. Sorry, man. Like, it is what it is. Like, without him, I'm nothing. As simple as that.
Yeah. What's the most attractive quality in someone?
Their personality. Come on, dog.
But what in the personality? Like, what is it?
All right, for me, what I'm attracted to is a female that can laugh and make jokes and handle jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah, someone that you can just vibe with. You know what I'm saying? Like just one of the boys. Yeah, you feel me? Like, why would you say that?
I just say that. It was funny, man.
Bro, if I had told this to my man, who's so-and-so, bro, he would have been cracking up. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's important.
That's facts, bro.
A girl who understands humor.
Yes. Yeah, rarer than you think. Real shit. Cool. So this is a final one, which I think we've covered in the episode, but I wanted just to compress it. What's your number 1 tip or advice for life?
Number 1 tip. If you fall, just get back up. But if you fall again, does that make a mistake or a choice? So that's what you need to decide. Pretty much it.
Yeah, dope.
Did you get that from somewhere?
Nah, nigga.
From my brain, bro.
these Nigerians,
It's like, that ain't yours. That ain't yours.
Nah, it's true, man. It's true.
Yeah, I like that.
So my ex, this is my first girl. Damn, I keep shouting out to her, but like, she always used to say, you keep making the same mistakes like over and over again. Like, when you do, it becomes a choice, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you decide to make those mistakes. Like, you know that it's gonna lead you in this direction, but you keep going there. Like, it's you're deciding to do that. Like, come on, wake up. You know what I mean? Wake up. Because most of my things came from self-inflicted stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have like a bad, like I did have my growing up wasn't the best because I was obviously sheltered from the rest of the world. But that's another conversation. But like, yeah, bro, it's just you make choices every day, and you need to make the right ones in order to keep pushing and, you know, knock down those boundaries and all those obstacles that come in your way. Otherwise, you're just going to lead back to the road of destruction.
So true. So true. Nah, man, honestly, bro, like this was a great podcast, man. Like, I really, really enjoyed
Unbelievable,
that,
bro. Real talk.
and I respect you. Like, you know, you even said shit that you weren't even planning to say,
Nah,
man. Well, that's what we do, man. You know, us Nigerians, man, we wasn't cover that.
Uncover your bank account next.
Yeah, man. Hey, just speak to my agent, bro, when you're done.
Nah, man.
Cut out all that stuff.
But man, appreciate you coming out, man. Like, honestly, man, this was a great podcast. If the guys want to connect with you, I know you've already said where they can listen to your new track, Respect. But if they want to connect with you on a personal level, they want to reach out, they got some value from this podcast, where can they find you on?
Right, just hit my email, changemusic@gmail.com, or hit my Instagram. I'm always kind of on. I'm trying to stay off social media, but just, you know, send me a DM. I'm always replying. You know, if you ever need someone to talk to about just like your mental health or depression or anything, I'm here. I'm here to pray for you. You know what I mean? I pray for the world every day, so it's nothing new to me, man. I just want to see people win. So if you ever want to get in touch, just hit me up, bro.
Yes, sir.
Straight facts.
Yes, sir, man. And you guys know where to find us, obviously. If you want to connect with us, you want to share some of your stories or something that you learned from this podcast, you can hit us up on Instagram at Nick and Femi. And make sure you catch the visuals on this one as well. The visual on this one's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be lit.
This one was
that lighting good.
All right, guys. Well, look, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.